Throws the ball in the air. Host gets it down to McLeod. So they made a couple of changes. McLeod through the middle. Drills it towards the lead of Vetter. Can't take the mark. Dropped the chest. Kane Dandy's got it. Handball was going to come. Then he gets the kick away in the end and has missed. In fact, it's out of bounds on the full. And it will be a free kick to Finlay in the last line of defence for the Lions.
So, yeah, that was a good build-up. Went wasting, wasn't it, really?
Yeah, so good takeaway there.
So Finlay from the left back pocket for the Lions. Goes long. Towards Harrison, Host from behind, goes up, no mark taken at the front, Beck, quick left foot kick towards the middle, Frost, 2-on-1, oh good mark in the middle by Michael O'Leary.
He's found a bit of form, hasn't he?
Goes out wide looking for Stevenson, can't take the mark, Hands to make up a bit of ground, does well, Paul Hands. And sees it over the boundary line for a throw in.
Yeah, if you follow Michael O'Leary's footy back, if it ran the tape back, he doesn't make too many mistakes. He probably doesn't get the footy as much as he used to do it a few years ago, but he's still a valuable player for the Geelong side.
Frost with the ruck tap out, straight back over the boundary line, so the boundary umpire with a bit more work to do at half forward.
I suppose it's a negative tactic, Laurie, but Belmont would be quite happy if it spent the quarter out there.
So, ruck contest again. Now from a step, Boltish goes towards centre wing. Mills to tap on. McVilly through the middle. Michael O'Leary going to be surrounded by Beck and also Harrison. Gets the handball away though to McLean. His handball out wide's chopped off. Coming through, Boltish does well, but O'Leary chops it off again. Michael goes wide to Stevenson. This time he marks it, takes a bounce, runs towards 50. Goes to the right foot kick, gives it everything he's got towards the goal square. Pack develops, off hands. Good play, Jake Holtz. And through for a rush behind to East Geelong. They go to 7-18-60 and they trail the Belmont Lions 13-12-90. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 2 minutes. Henry Button kicks in, finds Michael Harrison for the Lions. Called to play on now. Harrison goes to the right foot kick straight down the middle, looking for the lead. Well, came from Mills, but chopping it off is Collins. He takes the mark for the Eagles. Chips the ball towards centre wing. Terrible kick. Boltish takes the mark.
Three-quarter time at Corio. The home side 13-14-92. Werribee Central's 15-6-96.
Oh, stick with us. We've got that close one there. The Devils. Now from that kick goes towards half forward for the Belmont Lions. Spence couldn't keep it in. And it will be a boundary throw in. Left half forward flank. Belmont into attack. So some close games in round 12. At Inverleigh and Bannockburn and also at Werribee and Corio. 30 points of difference here.
Ball comes in from the boundary umpire. Whistle on the play, another ruck infringement, and this time the free kick has gone to Rossiello of Belmont. Decides to kick long. It's holding up as if the wind's changed. In front, Tommy Hall can't take the mark. Comes to the back of the pack, picked up by Jones for East. Long kick to Stevenson on centre wing. Well directed, well marked by Stevenson. Plays on quickly, kicks towards half forward. Nelson attacks the footy, can't hold the mark, however. Flipped out the back of the pack. Button has Sean O'Leary, but he flips it out to Shorty Peters. Dunlop, big punch clear, comes forward of the pack to Beck. Beck kicks it long, back towards centre wing. At the back of the pack, Glenn Frost. Well, went without it, unfortunately. Peters has taken it off. Oh, he's run down from behind.
Holding the ball.
And terrific effort by Boltech on that occasion. Just nobody talking to Peters in that play, and Boltech ran him down. Kicks the ball back into the centre. Oh, it's all Belmont Lions there. Hands takes the mark. Plays on quickly. Kicks to the full forward position. In front, oh, strong mark in front, Rossiello. And, well, he's called to go on now. He thought he was closer to goal, I think, than what he was. But in the goal squares, that's Scotty Mills.
Yeah, I think it is.
Down into the goal square. Strong mark between two opponents. And Mills has taken the mark 15 metres from goal. I can tell you from his St Albans days, he didn't used to kick a lot of goals, but he liked to kick them. And this one might be the first nail in the coffin for East Geelong if Scott Mills can capitalise on this forward thrust for the Belmont Lions. So good work for the Lions. They're running on strongly since half time as Mills moves in. Well, there's no doubt about that. Right through the middle. It's his first goal for the day, and it is the 14th for the Belmont Lions. 14-12-96. They lead East Geelong 7-18-60. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 5 minutes gone.
Yeah, I think it's important for the Belmont Lions to really run this game out and demonstrate to the opposition that they've got to play the rest of the season, that they are a quality side. I mean, it'd be quite easy to sit back and relax now because I'll probably go away with the 4 points, but it is important to put pressure on the other side you've got to play, and if they can run this game right out, that'll certainly do that. They're looking good.
That tree down behind the goals has claimed a few, hasn't it?
Has over the years too, I think. Another footy coming out. We saw Michael Allen walking to the rooms as well. He's going to take no further part in the game. So they're down to 1 on the bench, the Belmont Lions. That happens every week we come here, I think.
Players going home early.
That too. So back to the middle. We've got another footy. Frost up against Host.
There's another bloke behind in the side, Rod Doubledham.
Yes, he'll be back shortly after a broken wrist. From the middle, Harrison. Kick over his shoulder towards half forward. McVilly tapped away. Now foot race. McVilly sits for him nicely. The Duck, he's having a good day. The coach gives it back to Harrison. He could have handballed it to Newell, but he elects to go long towards the square. He's kicked the goal.
Yeah,
oh, he just
missed
it. So 3 for 1 behind to Michael Harrison. 1 goal, 1 his personal tally. And they go to 14-13-97, the Belmont Lions. They lead East Geelong 7-18. 61. 60.
So the ball kicked in by Stenhouse, comes to centre wing. Host didn't know where to go. Gets a handball back to Jones. He's had 2 bounces. Now he has a 3rd. Well, he's thrown the ball away, and Harrison had little difficulty winning the footy, but Host can't reach it, unfortunately. Frost, terrific job, Frosty. Went for the boundary, but he's not going to quite make it as Jones.
Yes,
well,
he is. He's got the end of his job.
So fantastic effort, Glenn Frost. The boundary was 20 metres away. He punched it all the way along the ground, and has saved the day there for the Belmont Lions. Boundary umpire puts it in. Frost in front, out bustled there by Host. Handball from McLean to Buckingham. Buckingham wasn't looking, unfortunately, and he's wrapped up as Daniel Beck comes in and causes the ball again to be put in the air by the umpire. So it's half forward flank for East Geelong, kicking to the northern end in this final quarter. Ball goes up, Host punches toward the boundary. Stevenson with his strength, he's well tackled. Gets the ball back to Jones. Jones has taken him on. He crashed through the cross tackle, and he's run down. Brilliant on Beltex. The advantage paid. Dunlop has the footy. Kicks it towards Rossiello. He's, well, not tall enough there on that occasion, and he's outnumbered 2 to 1 as Michael O'Leary gets it to Peters. But coming through to support there. That's Steele. He tries to get it to Sean O'Leary. He can't reach it. McVilly picks it up. Handball back. Good work there from Fitzgerald. Handball to Sean O'Leary. He's off a step. Had a pot shot from 40, but he's just offline. So just not happening for East Geelong as they go to 7-19-61. They trail the Belmont Lions 14-13-97. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 8 minutes gone.
So Nelson plays on from full-back, goes towards centre wing, big pack over the back, Peters. Pick it up now, handball to McLean and also Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald gets away, handball towards Steele, they're mucking around with it in the middle, handball back to McLean, runs away. Now he gets a left foot kick wide towards Barnett, has to sit for him, does, it's okay, wheels around on the left, goes long from 65 out towards the goal square. Scott McLeod stands there and takes the mark by himself, and will shoot for goal, turns around and kicks it. So Scott McLeod has put his 2nd on the board, and the 8th for East Geelong. They go to 8-19-67, and they trail the Belmont Lions 14-13-97. That's on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 9 minutes played.
So it's good to see at least East Geelong showing some fight, Laurie. They need to run this game right out and be competitive. If they can't win it, they've got to perhaps nullify the percentage fallout.
They don't just seem to be finding their targets today, Eric, like they did against Belpost Hill.
Watch this leap. Oh, he missed it, Chase Rossiello. He can leap in the middle.
So Rossiello in the ruck, but ball taken by McVilly off the left foot, goes towards half forward, coming through. Well, it looked like it was Baltex finally picked the footy up. A magnificent pass, and gee whiz, that was lovely vision because Scotty Mills was in amongst a group of players and he absolute pinpoint accurate with that pass, and Scotty Mills 35 metres or maybe 40 metres out directly in front has taken the mark from that Baltex kick. So Mills about to move in, already kicked 1 for this quarter. He moves in once again. Well, he sprayed it to the right, but the wind's brought it back beautifully, and that's Scotty Mills' 2nd for the quarter. So Belmont Lions running home very strongly. That's their 15th. 15-13, 103. They lead East Geelong 8-19-67. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 10 minutes gone.
Well, that Ryan Boltcheck's out there. He's played pretty well on that out there in the wing there today. You know, he hasn't accumulated a lot of kicks, but he's only a little youngster. He's not fighting to put on the tackles. I think he's put on about 4 effective tackles.
Well, he's run a few blokes down, hasn't he? Bit of pace.
And in modern footy, if you put some tackles on and they're effective, you get a lot of credit for it.
From the ruck host, Rosiello gets it down towards half forward. Now Harrison. He can't take it with him, but there's Boltesh. In fact, it's Spence this time. Gets it to Boltesh. Runs into Gordon Collins. High tackle, free kick on centre wing. Having a purple patch, Ryan Boltesh. Over the shoulder. And a free kick to the wingman.
He just needs to eat his Wheaties, I think, and just build up a little bit, and he'll be a good player.
So he plays on now, goes towards centre half forward. Mills from behind, off hands, Host is there, handball out in front of Barnett, wrapped up, gets the ball away somehow to O'Leary. That's Sean from the back end of the centre square, drills it towards Stevenson, takes the mark. Mulcahy holds him up nicely, does he? No, he gets the kick away towards the forward pocket. Buckingham close to the boundary line, wheels it back. Oh, Miles can't take the mark, off hands. Finlay, handball, going to be under pressure. Nelson got rid of the ball. Now Miles gets back around on the right boot. Oh, good tackle, Pickett. Oh, holding the ball. It's play on the call. Barnett now. He tries to get the handball away. Button through the middle. Handball back out towards Nelson and McVilly. Now the coach with a bit of time to go towards centre wing. Not much to kick to though. McLeod stands his ground. Can't take them up. Yes, he does, said the umpire. And Scott McLeod on centre wing. Goes back inboard. Oh, good mark. Sean O'Leary under pressure. Takes it. Goes with a right foot kick. Calls Peters to come back inboard to go for the mark. Can't take it. But will take the free kick. And I'd say that's the payback for all the one shot he's given away for most of the afternoon. Or hasn't got. And he's got a free kick now.
I don't think you'd argue about the free kick. I don't know. That was certainly there.
1 goal, 3 David Peters has kicked. Will shoot from 30 metres out directly in front. Shorty comes in. Ooh. He's missed. No. So 1 goal, 4 I have him for this afternoon.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. And one of the culprits in East Geelong's score of 8-20-68. And they trail the Belmont Lions 15-13, 103. And that's on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 12.5 minutes played.
Yeah, Scott Pickett must have
got crunched in a tackle.
Got it, did he?
Yep.
So he's just come off the ground. So the numbers still come forth. Well, the kick in, not marked by Peter McBilly. Luke McLean for East. Oh, great tackle by Hands. Play on to the umpire advantage as Newell has 1 bounce, has a 2nd bounce. Got too much pace for Collins. He's run to 50, puts it on the left boot. Oh, terrible finish. Deserved better than that.
It deserved a drag.
Aaron Newell has kicked his 2nd behind and the 14th for the Belmont Lions. 15-14, 104. They lead East Geelong 8-20-68. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 13.5 minutes gone.
Stenhouse from fullback for the Eagles, goes to the outer side, looking for Buckingham. Frost, man in front.
Oh, it's going to play to Buckingham.
So Buckingham's taken the mark, handball off towards Michael O'Leary, sets him a task. Rosiello comes against him, got the numbers though, the Eagles. They can run away, McLeod on centre wing. Goes towards centre half forward. Hands gets back there, off hands to Nelson. He can handball it, can he? He had McVilly in the middle, but he doesn't. He kicks it and it's chopped off by Barnett. 50 metres out, has missed everything out of bounds on the full. Let's ring the siren now. There's some scrappy footy at the moment from both sides. Finlay with the free kick. Goes long towards Hands, going to be surrounded. Off hands at the back, Jones breaks a tackle, 50 metres out. He sprays the kick as well, out of bounds on the full on the other side. And it will be Henry Button with the free kick for the Lions.
Well, it must be the wind out there. I mean, they were both pretty poor efforts.
So Henry Button chips the ball towards Dunlop, takes the mark. Mills gives him a lead on centre wing, goes shorter to Morris Stevenson, who can't take the mark. Boltish against him, Stevenson. Close to the boundary line, in fact went out, and it will be a boundary throw in, half forward flank, East Geelong into attack. So, Host to do the ruck work against Rosiello. Boundary throw in, Host gets it down, Buckingham. Kick off the ground towards O'Leary. Nelson's there as well. Tries to break the tackle. Is it holding the ball? Yes, said the umpire.
I'd say so.
And it will be a free kick to Sean O'Leary, 35 metres out, directly in front. Kicked 1 goal 3 this afternoon, the skipper. Chance to put his second on the board. So, Sean O'Leary to come in for the 9th goal for East Geelong this afternoon. And he has put it through for his second. And they go to 9 goals, 20, 74 East Geelong. The Belmont Lions 15, 14, 104. And that is on the Leicester Wyndham, the Buckley Entertainment Centre final quarter score with 16 minutes played.
So at least they're finishing the game off, Laurie. But as you say, some of the skill has been very ordinary in the last 5 minutes.
Well, as I said a couple of weeks ago, they hardly turned the footy over at all, the East Geelong side. Their hand and foot skills were excellent. Today, they're a little bit away with today, and we can allow for the win, but ever so, I think you've got to give a lot of credit for the pressure that Belmont Lions are putting on them.
Well, Rossiello in the middle gets the tap down for Belmont, but running off half back there is Michael O'Leary, kicks long to half forward. Attacking the football, Dandy can't take the mark, however, and off hands, it's over the boundary line. Half forward flank for East Geelong in front of the Social Club here at Winter Reserve. The boundary umpire recovers the footy, 16.5 minutes gone. Game safely in Belmont's keeping. Tommy Hall up around the ball as host, gets the tap in for the East Geelong side. McLeod eludes some tackles there, gets through another. He's run a fair way, finally gets the ball to boot, goes to full forward. At the back of the pack, falls into the arms there of Murray and just kicks the goal. Very, very casual and very easily. So Nathan Murray's kicked his first. It is the 10th for the East Geelong side. 10-20-80. They trail Belmont Lions 15-14, 104. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 17 minutes gone. They just wouldn't want to take their foot off the gas, Belmont, Laurie.
No, it still is 14 minutes to go. Whatever the coach said when three-quarter time, I think he should have said it at the end of the first quarter and might have had a result, because they've certainly played a lot better this quarter.
So back to the middle. Umpire to throw the ball in the air for host and Rossiello. 24 points the difference. Middle stage of the final term. Rossiello gets it down to McVilly, off a step towards centre half forward, running back with a flight of it. Spence can't quite take the mark. Oh, Carr gets around, can handball it to Beck. Beck to finish it off, left foot kick over the shoulder, goal. And Daniel Beck has put his first on the board. A quick reply in the 16th for the Belmont Lions. They go to 16-14, 110. And they lead East Geelong 10-20-80 by 30 points in the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 18 minutes played.
Well, that was probably important for them, Laurie, because East had kicked the last 2 goals and they just needed to reassume control.
Yeah, I think that stuffed the little light out they had there, any chance they had. I think that just might have just finished it off. And that's also important to make sure that happens. He's played a pretty good game today, Beck, and it capped up with a nice goal, sort of puts the ice on his work.
And Carr attacked the footy at full forward once again. So
I thought here goes the blood rule again.
On this occasion, host gets the tap down to Buckingham for East. On the left foot, goes to full forward. Button and Sean O'Leary. Well, Sean O'Leary throws the ball out to Peters, picked up by McLean. Well, he's going to
get a free kick.
They've been fairly consistent with this, the umpires, haven't they? The fellow with the head down trying to get the footy and gets a tap around the shoulders or the head is getting the free kick, and that's what the game is all about. Protect the head, protect the ball players. So Luke McLean, the man on the mark, 40 from goal. It's a lovely looking kick from McLean right through the middle, and he's continued to come back as Luke McLean has kicked his, where am I? That's his second. And it is the 11th for the East Geelong side. 11-20, that's 86. They trail the Belmont Lions 16-14, 110. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 19.5 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, that was certainly important to that Daniel Beck goal. I mean, if we, take that out of the equation, Luke McLean kicks that one, they puts them alive. So that's so important.
So back to the middle, Lovell's come back on the ground for East Geelong to replace host. He'll be up against Rossiello in the ruck contest. Umpire Hunter, throw the ball in the air, does so now. Rossiello goes up early, gets it down towards Barnett. Little left foot kick towards Jones to run onto it if it sits for him. Voltesh, he gets around him, he gets around Spence, breaks free, 55 out, wobbly kick towards the goals and through, in fact, out of bounds for a boundary throw in left forward pocket for the Eagles.
He attacks the footy pretty well, Jones, and accelerates when he gets it, Laurie, doesn't he?
Yeah, that at time though he probably tried to do a little bit too much, and sometimes that happens, I guess, when you get the footy, and especially when your team's down to try and lift. But he just overdid it a little bit then.
Boundary throw in, McLean takes it out of the ruck contest, goes towards Barnett on the right foot towards the goal square, running away. Hall, little right foot kick was okay around the boundary line, gains 50 metres and ends up with Scotty Mills if he can keep it in. He's outside half-back flank, runs through centre wing, chips the ball, lead on by Beck, takes the mark. Look for the handball coming past, but just holds it up now, shows his experience.
Mills down
with cramp. So Beck now goes long towards the half-forward flank. Players set themselves. Oh, Mark, was it paid?
Pretty well, I reckon.
Umpire said yes. And I think it might be Steele.
Took a while to get to pay it, but he was there.
He was up so high.
So Steele chips it dangerously to Michael O'Leary, and then he chips it even more dangerously towards Andrew Hill because it's been chopped off, and the mark will be taken, and has been taken by Aaron Newell.
Should be a good lesson to be learnt there. If you're going to switch the play, you've got to make sure you're going to do it accurately, and I wouldn't thought it was a good choice, particularly to the breeze when you got to try and pinpoint a kick.
So Aaron Newell, who hasn't kicked a goal yet this afternoon, he's kicked 2 behinds, will shoot for goal from 40 metres out, 45 degree angle. He comes in and he has kicked the goal.
Better kick.
So his first. And for the Belmont Lions, it's their 17th. They go to 17-14, 116. Back out to a 30-point lead. East Geelong 11-20-86. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 22 minutes played.
It's probably the trademark, Laurie, of a very good side. They've been challenged several times in the last quarter, Belmont Lions, but they've answered that challenge on each occasion. Yes,
Eric, and the other good thing I think about their team is Julian Carr's probably gone out the game a little bit, and they're still bobbing up with these goals, so that suggests they're sharing the footy around, and that's a good sign also. It just means they've got more revenue of attack to goal, and you know, that's going to be important at St Albans in the finals.
In the middle, Rossiello again, good leap, gets the tap down. McVilly runs onto the footy, decides to punch it forward. Beck attacks the footy, picks it up, comes around. Nice long handball back to Tommy Hall. They've done that a few times, I'll bet. Hall off a step, goes to full forward. In fact, it's going to go through the goals.
Point.
One behind. So 1-3 to Tom Hall for the day, and it is 17-15, 117 for the Belmont Lions, 11-20-86 for East Geelong, Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard, 23 minutes gone.
Stenhouse kicks in, looking for Lovell. Off hands at the back. Collins, Boltish, little kick. Around towards Rossiello from 50, right foot kick, sprayed it, and just brought it back enough for one behind.
They're all having a go now.
They are, they're all having pot shots. So they go to 17-16, 112 Belmont Lions. They lead East Geelong 11-20-86. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard.
As we await the football to...
Rossiello, is he your goal kicker, Jason?
Not usually.
I would say by that kick, probably.
He perhaps was under less pressure than he realised, though, Laurie. He got clear, and obviously players not around him talking. But Stenhouse now has the football for East Geelong, decides to go almost straight down the middle. Nice looking kick. Andrew Hill at the back. Peter McBilly thought he got a push in the back, but well, great work by McBilly there as Hill kicks into the man in the mark. East Geelong through Steele. Nice long handball out to Jones. This time he decides to kick. Kicks long to half forward. In good position, Scotty McLeod pushing the backs of the umpire. Interesting one. So it's McLeod with the free kick. He's about 75 metres from goal. Decides to kick the full forward over the head of players there. Good work there by Mulcahy. Punches toward the boundary. Peters, look away handball. Good work there for Belmont as it comes out to Harrison as Beck receives the handball. Kick, beautiful pass. Oh, gee, that might be almost 50 metres perhaps.
I think he's got his. I think he's hooked into you, Eric. I think he could...
Certainly. It was a very, very late tackle for the markers at Collins.
Yep.
But, you know, I wouldn't have thought any more than a 50-metre penalty, but, you know, that's not on. Good work there for the Belmont Lions now. The 50-metre penalty is quite a substantial 50-metre penalty. So, goodness gracious.
He's still going.
Is that hands with the footy? Looks a bit like him out there.
Yeah.
So, we've seen him in the previous quarter.
What's that umpire do for a living? He doesn't work for Vic Roads.
Estimator.
So, Paul Ham, beautiful kick off the boot. I think he might have kicked his second. The goal umpire says he has, and that's the 18th for the Belmont Lions. So coming home very, very strongly. 18-16, 124 on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard. East Geelong 11-20-86, and that's 25 minutes gone. We're into time on final quarter.
Don't forget, at the conclusion of the game, we'll be having the final siren thanks to Australian Treader Pine this afternoon. And wrap of the day in football, all the scores from round 12 of the GDFL. And our Carriage Hotel player of the day for round 3, 2 and 1. Best player on the ground this afternoon. Back in the middle, umpire Keating with the football for Lovell and Rosiello. Throws the ball in the air. Rosiello gets it down towards Harrison. McVilly there again. Right foot kick towards full forward. Carr one out with Stenhouse. Carr uses the body, can't take the mark, but then gets it back and kicks the goal. Goal number 5 for Julian Carr. And for the Belmont Lions, that is their 19th. They go to 19-16, 130, and they lead East Geelong 11-20-86. That is on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. And we've been playing 26.5 minutes.
And they're very, very potent in the middle, Laurie, when they get the centre takeaway, Belmont Lions, aren't they? They're positive, they're very direct, and Julian Carr, he's been quiet for a couple of quarters, but not a bad day's effort, 5.
Well, very good. I read an article today where Lloyd, he said if you get 5 a game, that's what he aims at. He thinks that's a full forward's good job, and anything above that's a bonus. But, that's a great effort. But Peter McVilly's played pretty well in the middle. He's what guy that's got the ball out a lot.
Well, Rosiello tapped down only as far as McLeod for East at the back. Almost a great Mark Nelson. And that was Miles, charges through the pack, gets a handball out to Peters.
He's got to kick
and
one.
Peters from 25 metres out, next to no angle, has kicked his second goal. So David Peters gets his second. It is the 12th for the East Geelong side. 12-20-92 East Geelong, but they trail the Belmont Lions 19-16, 130. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 27.5 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, that was a bit of a reward for Shorty. He's kicked 4 points as well, and he's had a few quick shots and 2 goals for. He'd be happy with that. He wouldn't be happy with the ones he's missed.
Tell you who should get 3 votes today. The trainers for the Belmont Lions. They're playing under the pump. Rosiello gets it down. McLeod roves the pack for East. Goes towards half forward O'Leary. Peters goes up. At the front O'Leary. Mulcahy did pretty well in the end. Oh, he got a high tackle too. And play on the call. Handball came out. Hall used the body. Coming in, so did Finlay, but he left the ball behind. Barnett didn't, and he missed it.
He can't buy one
behind. So they go to 12-21-93 East Geelong. They trail the Belmont Lions 19-16, 130. And that is on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard.
Rosiello's just a little bit predictable, those centre bounces, and Scotty McLeod's reading him beautifully at the moment. But as Henry Button decided to kick in short, just in time as Miles was descending on Nelson very, very rapidly. Now has to come back a fair way. Nelson, having taken the mark, kicks long. It's out to centre wing. Rosiello runs under the footy. Stevenson crashes a tackle, gets a handball out to Hill. Handball looking for McLeod, but then the way there was McVilly. Does some good tackling work, McVilly in there, and finally the ball comes to Sean O'Leary, and under real pressure. I'll tell you what, that's a very good goal if it is.
It is.
Sean O'Leary has kicked his 3rd, and I guess that's what quality full forwards do. They get the difficult ones, and he's kicked the 13th for the East Geelong side. 13-21, 99. East Geelong, they trail the Belmont Lions 19-16, 130. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 29 minutes gone.
What happened to the calculator there, mate?
It went amiss a bit, yeah. It's getting late.
You can't trace these computers, fair
It's getting a bit dark, I can't see the paper.
Back to the middle. Frost having a run back in the middle for the Lions, up against Lovell. Goes towards Frost again. Still in the middle. Now McLean. And umpire letting play go now. Have to come in and bounce it again. So Mark Buckingham gets up last. McLeod hands the footy back to the umpire so he can throw the ball in the air once again. Does so now. Frost and Lovell. Frost gets it down towards Nelson and Barnett. Falls behind. McVilly's there as well. And Mills puts on a tackle. That will be another bounce still in the centre square. And a few players a bit tired getting off the bottom of the pack there, Buckingham and also McVilly, who've worked pretty hard this afternoon. Umpire throws the ball in the air. Frost comes from behind. Lovell gets it down. Another tap on. Another tap on by Frost. Goes towards Nelson. Handball out in front of Spence. Right foot kick towards the goal square. Carr in front. Stenhouse from behind. Goes towards Rosiello. Also a little toe poke off the ground by Steele. Goes towards the boundary line. And picking it up is Fitzgerald. Handball back inside. Vetter. Handball out in front of Lovell and also McLean. Although raffle it. Frost little kick off the ground. Still at centre half forward for the Lions. Over the top of it, Vetter. Through the middle, McLean. Goes backwards, but it's okay. Finds McLeod in space. Does it sit for him? Yes, it does. Got a bit of time. Got Steele in support. Taps it on the ground. Runs through half back. Now he chips the ball towards Peters. Over the back of him, Mulcahy's there. He needs to pick it up. Can he get around Peters? No, he can't. Play on the call. Barnett's there. Also Boltesh. And now it's off hands. Out of bounds.
Which way?
Free kick to East Geelong. So it'll be Barnett with the free kick for the Eagles. Goes looking for Jones, but it's not going to get there. Lovells goes up, can't take the mark. Second effort was all right. Handball 35 metres to Sean O'Leary. Breaks around, little left foot kick towards Ben Jones. If it sits for him, he's in. He can't pick it up now. He's got to get around a couple. Gets around one. Left foot kick towards the left forward pocket. Foot race. Dunlop comes out. And Brett Dunlop defensively goes short. Looking for, well, Jones did very well second effort to come in and pick it up, but he loses it in the tackle. Button off half back, chips the ball towards hands. He takes the mark. Michael O'Leary just holds him up.
Great defence, Michael O'Leary.
He had Spence right next to him. He still got him there. And also Beck, and nobody went and picked them up, and Beck will take the mark easily on centre wing. Runs inboard, left foot kick goes long, sets it up for Julian Carr. Works his way to the front. Can't take the mark. In fact, it's Frost there as well. There's Carr. Can he kick goal number 6? You betcha he can. And he's put number 6 on the board. I think that's 21 in the last 3 weeks for Julian Carr. 5, 10 and 6 this afternoon. And the 20th for the Belmont Lions. 20 goals, 16, 136. They lead East Geelong 13, 21, 99. Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard.
Well, I made the comment at half-time, Laurie, that Belmont Lions can't rely on kicking 10 goals in the last quarter every week. They've kicked 7 already in the 32 minutes. So they're certainly very, very fit, and they come home very strongly.
Yeah, well, that was a great goal, and he's kicked 6 goals, and boy, he's improved his football, and he's got all the skills, and he's got plenty of agility up there, and gets around, and he knows where the goals are. Who said he couldn't kick them?
From the ruck there, it's tapped out to Buckingham. Handball looking for Stevenson. Has missed its mark, but Stevenson has plenty of time. Comes back, turns around, kicks towards half forward. Bad bounce there, favours East Geelong as McLean gets hold of the footy. Unfortunately, it's just run over the boundary line with it. At the 33-minute mark of the final quarter, the boundary umpire about to put the ball, getting very, very dark out here. Ball comes in, nice tap down by Barnett to McLeod. McLeod on the left foot. Oh, great body strength there by Sean O'Leary. That's been a great one-on-one battle, O'Leary and Henry Button. As O'Leary wastes no time, just outside 50, glorious kick. I don't think he's online though.
I think he looks like it.
Yes, it is. That's a 4th goal for Sean O'Leary. Pretty good individual effort from him. But it's 14, 21, 105 to East Geelong. But they trail the Belmont Lions 20-16, 136, Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard, we've been playing 34 minutes.
Well, they've certainly had a bit of a dip, haven't they, East Geelong, particularly since 3/4 time, and that's a good showing, and it's just disappointing when you play the games that you want to win, and you know, you can only play one good quarter of footy. It's the coach is probably rightfully disappointed.
So the ball from the middle, Buckingham goes long, looking for Dandy off hands. Button punches it to the front. McVilly with a right foot towards centre half forward. Rosiello up against Vetter. Vetter uses the body, can't take the mark. Hall comes out, tries to trap it. Needs some support. Frost is there as well. Steele does well on hands and knees. Just handballs it to anybody. Coming out at Lovell. Kick off the ground by Vetter. Chopped off though by Mills. Gives it back to Hands. Gets away. Right foot. No. God. Doubles back. Does nicely. Left foot kick towards full forward. Carr also coming in. Holtz takes the mark. And we'll shoot for goal from 25 metres out on the siren. So East Geelong will definitely finish
14-21
at 14 goals, 21-105. And Jake Holtz has a chance to put the 21st goal on the board for the Belmont Lions, and a good finish. He comes in and he has done exactly that. So his first of the afternoon is the 21st for the Belmont Lions, and they go to 21 goals, 16, 136, and that's what they finished with. They kicked 8 goals, 4 in the last term, the Belmont Lions, and they defeated East Geelong 14, 21, 105. They didn't do too bad in the last quarter either. They kicked 7 goals for the Eagles, but the Lions have run out by 31 points as the winners in this round 12 match day coverage. The goal kickers this afternoon for the Lions, 6 to Julian Carr and 2 each to Paul Hands, Michael Allen, Scott Mills and Christian Spence. Singles to Jake Holtz, Michael Harrison, Scott Pickett, Tom Hall, Daniel Beck, Aaron Newell and Peter McVilly. While for East Geelong, 4 to Sean O'Leary, 2 each to David Peters, Scott McLeod, Luke McLean and Kane Dandy, and singles to Nathan Murray and to Shane Lovell.
That might be 142, is it? 121.16?
Is it 142, is it?
26.36, yeah.
142.
Got the calculator working right.
Well done, you've done well. So 21-16, 142 is the Belmont Lions final score. East Geelong 14, 21, 105, 37 points of difference at the final siren. The Belmont Lions go to 9 wins and 3 losses after 12 rounds of the GDFL season. And East Geelong remain with 5 wins and now 7 losses and still outside the top 5. We'll take a break. When we come back, the final siren thanks to Australian Treader Pine. Our wrap of the day in football on this round 12 match day live coverage. You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.